Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Henny Nice Podcast. As always, I'm your host, your brother Jay White, coming to you live from Kazi Society in the heart of downtown St. Louis. If you ever wanted to start your own podcast, this is where you need to be. That's KAZISOCIETY. Like I said, it's downtown. You can come up with the format of your show. If you want audio, you want visuals, you want both. This is where you need to be. They can help you out with all of that. In addition to that is a co-working space. So if you ever wanted to throw your own event or just get out of the office at home or at work, you can come down to Kazi Society. Nice change of scenery. Get a lot accomplished. If you want to throw an event as well, you can also do that here. It's a one-stop shop. Most importantly, it's owned by a dope Black woman. Shout out to Jamie. And once again, follow Kazi Society on all social media platforms. KAZISOCIETY. Next, Henny Nice merch. It's cold outside. It's raining outside. Polar ice caps is melting. All that shit. Global warming is real. Get your Henny Nice hoodie to protect yourself in the elements. We got all the different colors, all the different flavors, everything you need. Even the crew necks for some of y'all that live in a warmer climate, or just a t-shirt. We got all of that. Or a mask because, you know, it's a A+B² variant of COVID out here. So get your mask, your Henny Nice mask. Get all the Henny Nice merch in the show notes. Click that link. It'll take you to the store. Thank you for your support. Shout out to 2023. We in this bitch. Now, I got two familiar guests on the podcast with me. Nigga, technology is great because I did not know how this was going to work, but it sounds like and looks like it's working well. So first up, we got Big Sis. We got Miss Whiskey Sour herself. We got Miss St. Angeles herself. Dominique is in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. And then next, it's a family affair. I got my brother, the comedian, the screenwriter, the movie star.
Chill out, man.
You know him as Philip Cornell, aka Philip. The deal is in the building as well. He ain't on camera though.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this footage. I might upload this to YouTube.
Oh my God! Why would you?
Yeah,
it's
I'll
fine. It's fine. It's not like I'm not on the internet looking raggedy anyway. Oh, it's fine.
I mean, like
I can't see you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure like
Bill,
people gonna appreciate you in the. You know.
I mean, we got on sweats and shit too. So
yeah, you know.
Honestly, like I look how I look on my Instagram. It's not filters. You won't be shocked. Like, oh my gosh, she doesn't look this. I look the same.
I'm about to say you was just on live earlier today, and you wasn't.
I was looking like this.
Exactly.
I wasn't planning on like
nothing like that.
like I wasn't planning on being on live like that. But then it was certain conversations that was happening, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. So let me hop in this shit. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I'm not afraid to get on the, the internet and not be made up. It's cool. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, it's cozy vibes. It's winter time out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Speaking of winter time, Dom was just in town not too long ago.
Oh, she snuck in town again and didn't say nothing?
Well, she came in. Shout out to you. I want to give you your props. For the damn, the internet is scary.
Yeah.
Shout out to, Pat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she came in with
she came to Tahir. Yeah. Shout out to Tahir. Got to meet Tahir,
Yeah, shout out to Tahir more.
Big St. Louis vibes or whatever. And it was a great turnout. So I know we talked about it. You had to deal with some things to put that show together. But I wanted to give you your kudos because for it to be like 2-3 weeks of promo time of putting it together, it was packed.
Yeah, it was a lot, and I'm still honestly kind of just basking in that space. And I'm so proud of my friends, like being able to work together, do stuff. Like, it's as much as I love being in front of the camera, I love being behind the camera or being able to understand the logistics behind certain things and being able to put something together. So it was nerve-wracking because like you also like I've collaborated with both of them in the space of like creating content. So it's been in front of the camera. So I felt like there was like this layer of pressure that was on me because when you're putting something together for somebody and you having to make the calls and not necessarily like sure if this person is going to like this, or even down to the menu, it was like a lot of telephone happening. And so once it was done, I was like, I told Corey today how I wanted to really cry because I was really proud, but that's just how I am. When Tahir told me that like the Helium show was sold out and him and Ty had gotten standing ovations, they were telling me this, but you could see the joy in their faces, and I love that for my friends. And I got emotional on the live and start. I was like, oh god damn it. So yeah, but shout out to St. Louis for giving me COVID. So
don't blame that on us, bro.
I know.
Don't blame that on us, bro.
I was fine before I got there. It was y'all,
bro.
And
you could have got it on the plane on the way over.
She definitely got it on the. She got it on the way back.
You could have got it in LAX.
No, I'm gonna tell you
like,
something.
Quit playing with us, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I think if the tweets that I've seen from certain people serve me right, I feel like I can narrow it down to the people that I encountered that likely were sick. And so I got it in St. Louis. So, I mean, and people, COVID is real. So if you haven't tested negative and you wanted to do something, like, wear your fucking mask still.
I'm about to say the problem is motherfuckers show up to shit sick.
Like, stay home.
Like, you know, they don't necessarily know what it is they got. Like you said, they under the impression that the shit is over. So they just be outside like, oh, I got a little cold and shit. Like, no, nigga, you got that hot chest.
Yeah.
Stay at home.
Me, I thought it was, like I was telling you, I was like, bro, like I dead ass thought it was my sinuses. And I still was like, okay, I'm taking a COVID test. And at first it was negative. And then Christmas, I was going to invite niggas over. And I was like, let me just double check.
You was still in town for Christmas?
Hell no.
Okay. I'm about to say, nah, you left.
I wouldn't be, no.
Yeah. You left right before Christmas.
I made it out before all the chaos of the traveling weather thing.
Oh, yeah. Before the storm hit. That what was that?
That and Southwest.
Yeah.
But something was like, take a test, and I felt fine. And I blew hot. So it's cool.
Mm-hmm. She had that sizzling fajita chest. But you only had a headache, right? You had a really bad headache, and you was kind of like,
what was weird was that I had a bad headaches leading up to it. Like maybe a couple weeks prior. So I thought I had it a couple of weeks ago.
Your ass was stressed.
And so no, but it was really weird. Like I started getting like cluster headaches like earlier in the week before I had to go to Houston. And so it just happened that entire time I was there, but I was like staying on top of it. But I also took a COVID test and they were all negative. All of them were negative. I took another COVID test before I came to St. Louis, negative. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I checked my blood pressure. Anyway, this is your show. Enough about me.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, we want to hear about how
you good now though,
how
right?
you got the vid.
You blowing.
Yeah, I'm good.
You blowing
now.
negative now, huh?
Yeah, I took a test. What was that? New Year's Eve, and it was finally negative. So yeah.
Damn, she said finally negative.
Dog, like nigga, I was trying to get some like dick. So I was like, and my nigga also like he had
in quarantine with you.
He wasn't in quarantine with me, but he had it because he got it before me. He got it from his family. And I was like, well, I don't know if fucking
time out. So you trying to tell us
that it's St. Louis?
You got it from St. Louis,
but and your nigga had it.
No, I'm telling you, he got it when I like before. So when he was sick,
you left, huh?
No. Like before I got back. He had told me that he was not feeling well.
Did you blow hot in St. Louis?
I didn't see him when I got back either. So like I don't play
likely story.
No, I don't play when it comes to sick anything. I'm like, sorry, like I know, yeah, nigga, we both like got it now. I just don't know what strain you have, so I'm still gonna be a hypochondriac and paranoid.
What strain? Like it fucking matter. Do it matter at this point? It's like
it really don't.
It's 32 flavors of that bootylicious bubble gum out here. Do it matter what strain it is?
I don't know. Like, but you're also like, this is my first time ever getting it.
Right.
So I
know a few people that fucked around and got it this holiday, like around this time. Christmas, a few weeks ago or whatever, and it was like first time getting it, and they were devastated, bro.
Yeah,
like
I'm not gonna hold you. I felt defeated because I felt fucking invincible.
You thought she was immune. I'm about to say that. You probably felt like you was immune.
Hell no. I thought I was invincible. But I will say what I think was a contributing factor. Jay White knows that my asthma had been acting up for like a period of time. Like I went to the doctor, I was breathing below where I was supposed to be breathing. And it was all this inflammation and like mucus in my lungs. And so they put me on a steroid, which, unfortunately weakens your immune system. And so I'm confident that's how I got sick. It's just because what my body is used to doing. And then I kind of was like, well, fuck, I haven't been taking my vitamins that kind of, like do its job too. So I was like, I fucked myself up, but it's cool. But I will say it was a little bit of a sigh of relief, but then you're like, oh, they saying it's another strain. I was like, well, God damn.
You needed just to go extra on the sea moss.
I just, or people,
why would you?
or how about people when you sick,
stay your ass home. Yeah. You're not missing nothing.
You really not.
Motherfuckers got FOMO.
Like I was like I said, I'm tired now. So I'm always tired.
You're still recovering.
I'm still recovering, but James, I'm always sleepy. What do I know?
But yeah, so I'm glad that you blowing negative finally, and yeah, I wanted to give you your kudos or whatever. The wings was busting. Wings was busting at the event, had some chicken wings, had a little drink, enjoy myself. So kudos to you. It was cold as fuck.
It was cold as fuck.
But yeah, I don't appreciate Pat putting on that fucking Band-Aid either. Niggas ain't never niggas that ain't never been in St. Louis, bro.
We are determined to bring Pat back
in the summer
when it's warm. Like when it's
real
summer.
Nigga activity.
Time out. He like the Nelly.
Yeah, bro.
Like Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Patrick, that's my man's dog. Like Patrick is so funny, and it's so quick. Like him and Tahir, they so witty and so quick, and it's just like, and sometimes it just. We were talking about the art of like being a comic in general, and this will be, Phil can jump in too, because you got to have a way with words. You got to be quick on your feet because you just never know what's happening. And that's a craft within itself. And it's a very overlooked craft. I don't think people understand a lot of times when it comes to a lot of performing arts, it's a lot of improv. And that takes a certain mindset, a certain type of person to be able to just come back with it, man.
I mean, but sometimes you run out of gas, though, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
Sometimes you do,
but you is kind of always. It's just weird when like my friends see me talk to my comedy friends, and they say they feel like we always in combat with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, like the way we talk to each other, they just like, yeah. He's like, so y'all telling jokes? So y'all really talking to each other? I was like,
but nigga, you be. But nigga, you talk like that to us though. Cause there be times we're like, nigga, are you like testing out material on us right now? Why are you talking to us like this or whatever? But then on the flip side, like how you've been around us, we talk to each other hella reckless too. Yeah. So it can be a mixture of that sometimes or whatever.
Well,
but
I will say that you can practice on people, but it depends on your style for the most part. But like Dom was saying though, like, you know, it's like a weapon. You got to sharpen it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do think that it does happen sometime annoyingly, you know, but like I said, but you really notice it when comics get around other comics. Like when they start talking to each other, coming back, you know, it's just like, okay, y'all really going at it. Like, no, we just having a conversation. You're like, no, this is not no regular conversation, bro. Like,
yeah, I would say it kind of, it would depend, but I don't know if it's just that, like, at this point in my life, for the past, you know, few years with COVID and everything, I'm around comics so much that it just becomes a normal. It's like just normal, like banter, like it's just a normal conversation. But then it'll be like random one us, and you be like, why the you know? But I was talking to, you know, like Arvin one day. He was in town and he came to the bar with us, and I don't know, I can't remember exactly how it got started, but we were talking about like dating, relationships, and I was kind of giving him a little bit of insight into like what it's been like for, you know, for me. And so I'm telling him, and he's like, and you're not a comic? And I'm like, no, I'm really just telling you this story.
It rub off, man. It rub off.
You have this charisma. And I'm like, bro, like, no, I'm really just telling you this story because it's hilarious. Like the nigga always fucking fell out the bed in the middle of the night, and I just didn't know what to do. I almost called him the other nigga that I really wanted to be with. What was I supposed to do? Like, you know, like
nah, you ain't gotta be a comic to be a wild boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was like, you know, I get asked all the time. Like Tyler Chronicles was like, wait, so I didn't see you on the stage? And I was like, no.
I honestly thought you were gonna fucking get on stage that night.
Everybody was surprised, and I was just like, no, I was operations. I was behind the scenes. Like this is happening because I have I put it together, and so that's just where my focus was. I had no intention that entire time to do anything on camera at all, like on stage.
I got you.
Yeah, but I just it was dope. It was dope.
I feel it. So pivot into the comedian on the show right now. It's been a while since Big Phil the Deal. Big Yachty has been on the podcast. Like I said earlier, you know, he's in the process of finishing, you know, a movie he wrote, helped direct, and things like that. So yeah, man, catch us up. Let us know. Let us know what's going on.
What movie? I'm excited.
No, I got a short film coming out. So I just had several setbacks, but it looks like I'm finally coming to the final stages of it right now. So hopefully I wanted it done by next week, but probably by the end of January, then we're gonna start rolling out some marketing packages. Movie's gonna be probably like 45-50 minutes, so short film.
Okay.
Still trying to figure out what platform we're gonna put it out on. Realistically, probably gonna do the Tubi thing. Either Tubi or
I have Tubi.
Yeah, or
nigga
YouTube.
Movies.
We haven't decided yet. You know, to put it on like Netflix or Hulu, you got to pass certain type of qualifications or whatever. So I'm not sure if like we used all the proper equipment, but it's just, you know, it's a lot of, you know,
Prime.
specifics.
Don't forget Prime.
You said what?
Prime. Don't forget Amazon.
Yeah. So the thing about Amazon, I don't have a problem with Amazon, but the user interface is kind of weird on there.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like you can get a good leeway with it, but I think this is going to be more like I want the maximum number of people to interact with it as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we're probably looking more at like a YouTube or Tubi type deal because the user interface is a little bit more open on there.
Are y'all going to do a trailer?
So we talked about it. there is a trailer in the work, but we might reel it out. You know what I'm saying? Just do a couple quick reels, 15 seconds, 10, 15 seconds, drive it back. We'll probably get more traction with that. And probably going to try to enter into a couple film festivals also. So
why the fuck not?
Yeah, so you know,
mine as well.
We gonna push it. It's just that the biggest thing is just getting it out there, and then people in the community that that I mess with. I use mostly comics for the acting roles, and I know a couple filmmakers in Atlanta.
Okay.
LA. Well, not the LA, but California, because the whole California is basically like open.
Yeah.
like I got a homie in Northern California right now. He does animations and stuff. So
hold on. Let me get this in here real quick. Oh shit, it didn't work. Never mind.
Phil,
wait. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah. So. Okay. No, I'm just trying to get it out there,
what
man.
It's about. Give us a little synopsis.
Synopsis is basically another story of an uninvited house guest. You know what I'm saying? So, we got the main antagonist. He gets himself into some trouble, pulls up on his cousin's house, and doesn't tell him what's going on. And then throughout the course of the film, it kind of finally comes to a head, and he has to come clean. But by that time, the shit that hit the fan.
Already hit the fan.
And then you get the climax right there. So, but yeah, uninvited house guest story. So it's pretty. I would say it's a suspenseful comedy.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Any have you been on the stage lately?
I try to get a workout in at least once a week. It was kind of so I was real heavy into the editing process, the behind the scenes process, the producing aspect of the film. So I didn't really have a lot of time to get on stage, but a big thing is that I've been getting beat over the head about was I keep meeting comics from LA telling me I need to come to LA. So I think that's probably going to be like, I'm probably going to have to make it happen this year. Cause I met too many people last year that was just like, yeah, man, like, you got to come out, got a place for you to stay, all of that stuff. It's just, I got to make it happen. So,
yeah. And it's all about, everything in life is about connections and relationships. And so, that's all you got to do. Like a lot of the comedy circle, like a lot of them at one point, like they live together, they all consistently collaborate together. I mean, you see it all the time. It's just really dope. So
yeah, I still want to be in skits and shit.
You still?
I'm not in none of my nigga skits.
What?
I was in one skit. CT put me in a skit. It was like 2 or 3 skits that CT put me in last year. And I remember some ugly was like, well, where's her hips? Because I'm like, I'm not bottom heavy. I'm like, I'm thin. And so I was like, on my body, just because I don't look like a girl that has spent hours under a cutting knife. Like, I'm a real woman. I'm like, where's your hair? So
hold on, is this in the skit or this the comment section?
No, this is the comment section.
Oh, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Bro, they done said wild stuff to. I ain't even popping like that out there. I done got wild comments like.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like sometimes I'm like, I don't say nothing, but that was worth the comment, like to say something. I'm like, you're ugly, like you're bald, you're unattractive, you're miserable.
You took it personal. You can't. Come on, you can't tell.
No,
you can't be talking about her body though.
Sometimes people can get cussed out. A lot of times I don't care because I'm like, people are weird. Like I've had weird comments.
What was the like, yo, I gotta say something. Was it just like that's the first one that popped up when you looked at it, or was that the one that just popped out to you after you were scrolling for a little bit? Like how deep was this comment?
I don't remember how deep it was, but I mean, for the most part, I got like love, but it's just always somebody that's just like
it's the comment. It's the comment section. I
No,
think Kevin.
you know what? No, but like I said, I'm like in real life, I'm a person that's at that age of I don't give a fuck. But some people you can still catch these hands and get kissed the fuck out. You know, like every blue moon I think it's okay. You know, like maybe once or twice a year. But
you like you got it down to science on how many times a year it is to like cut somebody out or like put hands on somebody.
Yeah, it's not worth your energy. So like recently, so I'm on a show that's on Kev on Stage's app. This show we do with BT, which is actually a really dope show. It's called Give Me a Top 5, and it's like a draft style show. And we whatever the topic is, you know, whatever. And so, you know, like for the most part, like people, especially because it's Kevin on Stage, like people be wholesome. But every once in a while, you get that weird comment, and somebody was like, I really can't stand Dominique. So it makes me happy to see her upset.
Oh.
And I was like, and I started to type because I was gonna say, does that make you feel really good at night? Does it get you off at night? So my unhappiness makes you come at night. I'm like, you're a weirdo. But then I stopped because it's just funny. But I'm like, dang, like, but honestly, I look at it like niggas just want to be in your shoes. So now that's just how I roll.
Or they looking for entertainment online, so they hop in the comment section.
Or I mean, but bottom line though is like I'm on the show.
Yeah, you know. So
you got to deal with
it. But it's the like I guess it's just because like you get so used to people coming at you, you know. It's just the comment section. It's not the real world.
It's not, but also
it's not the real. These people that probably say stuff like that and never say stuff to your face. And what's crazy is
of course,
being a comedian, like people, I know my comedian friends, they'll literally say stuff to your face. They'd be like, yo, like, so I'm used to people like saying stuff to my face. So if I'm in the comment section, I'm like, bro, you're in the comment section saying this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't the real world. You probably wouldn't even think to say something, or you'll say something silly like, well, no offense, or can I ask you something? You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like getting on stage, like, can I ask you something? Like,
can I ask you something?
Yeah. Like you already know they gonna say some slick shit like after that. Like, well, the big thing I be getting is from like right now, like 40-year-old niggas coming to me being like, yeah, you was funny, but I ain't like how you said nigga so much. I'm like, nigga, fuck
nigga.
I'm like, what are you talking about? You could be funnier if you didn't say nigga. I'm like, no, nigga, it could be funnier to you. Like, the fuck? I don't know, nigga. I don't know you. Like chill out, bro.
The comment, social media is always just really, it's funny. James and I talk about it all the time. I feel like about being able to navigate it because we kind of all had some sort of training in social media based on like your degree, you know, like us having media degrees. So we kind of got like a prerequisite to this world. And so a lot of shit is just really funny. And when you see people going at it in the comments, it's like, it's so hilarious to me. I was like, damn, like life ain't that serious. And that's how I really look at it. Like I had a homegirl tell me how she takes social media so serious and how she's done. Like you see people drive themselves crazy. Like even when it comes to like trying to catch niggas cheating on, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing that. That just takes too much time, effort, energy. And I really honestly just don't give a fuck like that. And so I use it as a tool. Like, you know, I make a little money on it. But for the most part, it's like just having a good time. Y'all niggas know I love a good bikini. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to show y'all. It's somebody that's mad because I go to the beach and I always got my body out. I live in LA. That's what I do. That is where literally I spent pretty much my entire lockdown. Once they opened the beaches, because there was a one point where they closed that shit. But it's not real life, and I need the rest of the world to understand that. But I also realize that there are some people in the world that don't have personalities like us, that are not extroverted, that don't know how to interact with other people. So sometimes it gives people like a space where they feel like they can have a voice and be seen. Mm-hmm. But it's like we say all the time.
But you about that action if they trying to be seen, huh? Like, yeah, you trying to be seen, I'm gonna show you. You about
the
that
age-old statement is this, Phil. Don't let Facebook, Instagram, Twitter get your ass beat. We have seen it time and time again from people where they was popping off and somebody sent an address and they thought they was hot shit and they went and got their ass
beat. Hey, a nigga drove, what was it?
That Kobe
6-7 hours to Temecula to whoop a nigga ass over Kobe.
Matt Barnes did that.
It was not Kobe. It was his wife.
So whoever.
It started.
It wasn't even his wife no more.
Yeah,
whoever.
It started with them talking about Kobe, and then dude got out of pocket and said something about dude wife, and he was like, "Bro, I'll pull up, bro."
Whoever.
Wait, y'all not talking about Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher?
No.
Okay,
It was some Twitter shit.
Yeah, it was a Twitter state. It started off with
Kobe. It's called "Meet Me in Temecula."
Yeah, it started off with like some Kobe Bryant type. Like they was talking about Kobe, and then somehow some dude they switched over and he said something about dude wife. And dude was like, bro, he said, don't say nothing about my wife. He's like, bro, he said, I'll pull up on you. So he dropped his address and it was like 7-8 hours away. And dude drove that 7-8 hours to throw him the fade.
Yeah, the nigga drove. Yeah, drive beef to Twitter and Temecula, nigga. It'll come up. It's one of the classic moments of Twitter. I swear to God. And it happened on Christmas.
Yeah, on Christmas. He was going to
whoop that nigga ass on Christmas. It was fucking crazy, bro. Twitter was so great back then, dog.
Like that's
Twitter was so great back then.
I remember real time on Twitter seeing the girl Zola.
Oh yeah. About her
interaction.
I was gonna say hostcapades.
Yes, her hostcapades.
Did you see that movie? It was actually an entertaining movie.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say something, and I've said this. I just said this last week. I think the actress in that movie,
the girl that played Zola.
Yes, I think she's a beautiful girl. It's like trying to make fetch happen for me. She doesn't do it for me.
I can see that when I fucking heard her on
Kendrick.
No, I actually liked the Kendrick song. A lot of people didn't like it because it mirrored real life relationships a little too much, which I thought was the whole point.
That's the whole point.
But some people didn't like it. I didn't like the little spoken word she did in the Savage Fenty. I'm like, I'm here to see ass and titties. I'm not here for the spoken word.
It's like cringe.
But that's like her thing, right? Like that's.
I don't know, but what it is for me is cringe. But that's neither here or there. And I wouldn't like, and that's fine. Like I don't have to. Like I try. I really try, and I just don't know what it is. I think what it is that we had created this space. Excuse me, for people to kind of be mediocre. We talk about it when it comes to music too. And so, and it's not, I think, like I said, I think she's a beautiful person, but for me, acting wise, it kind of falls flat. And for me to believe that I didn't feel like her role as Zola was believable. And I want to be watching shit where I feel like, yeah, bitch, your ass, you was popping pussy across the country and all this stuff. Like, it doesn't give me that. Like, it
so
doesn't.
you put that all on the actor, or
I put that on the acting.
The movie itself, like, and this is the problem with taking content from Twitter and trying to turn it into like a TV show, a sitcom, or stuff like that. Like, it's not like the person who's tweeting it is like not involved in like the creation.
Right.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. So it like takes out, I guess you want to call it any authenticity or anything like that. And you're getting a more polished version of it. Like,
but well, now since I'm a filmmaker, Yeah.
We see what you did there.
We see what you did.
The brag.
But no, a lot of times when you do convert certain stuff to film, it's like, you know, you have to change certain stuff and make
because at the end of the day,
it,
they not you. So they not gonna say it like how you would say it. They not gonna act in the way that you're gonna act.
You can do research though. You know what I'm saying? You can,
but research was Twitter though. So it's like
so you could
they could
reach out to old girl, you know what I'm saying? Or reach out.
And so they did. So I think she probably just wasn't involved as heavily as she should, but she enjoyed it. But I'm gonna be honest, the girl is interested in real fucking life, like the girl Zola. So I really feel I'm open to creating new opportunities for people, and I feel like this kind of probably should have been something that she should have did.
Or
herself.
shit, like the rage right now is like little docu-series.
Oh yeah, that's
a docu-series you could have put on fucking Tubi, and that shit probably would have did numbers.
But okay, so but this is how I look at it. So look at the New Edition story or the Bobby Brown story.
Polished.
You know, it's polished, but you had Bobby Brown come there on set, telling him like, bro, he said, that's not how I did it.
Yeah.
That's not how I looked when I was doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True.
I see what Dom's saying. Like, you could have had old girl there on set being like, nah, fam, that ain't it.
But that's if you wanted to do right though. And we know
they was trying to come up real quick.
They took another concept off of Twitter. We way off of stuff, but they took another concept of Twitter of like somebody threw out the idea a couple years ago of like 4 women that were like, I don't want to say hitmen, they were like maybe bank robbers or jewelry robbers or something like that. And they turned that into a real Hollywood movie that had like Lupita Nyong'o and some other like well-known actresses in it. And that movie fucking flopped.
I mean, the movie,
like the idea on Twitter was like, it got hella retweets. It was like, damn, that would have slapped. And they took the idea.
But I saw the movie.
Hollywood it up, and it was trash. I never saw it, but like
I did.
It was on the list, like on YouTube, like a couple like movie reviews. I was like, this shit is horrible, bro. But it had like great 8 actresses.
Because you can't just take. Oh my god, you have to actually develop a story. You can't just take thoughts.
And
then Quinta say that shit about like her development, like Abbott Elementary, basically like, I just don't want to take a bunch of ideas from Twitter. Like Abbott Elementary is great.
Well, she's
also think about the concept of when we think about even us being black. When we think about how things that happen, it's so easy and so quick to pull stuff from your memory and what happened to you at school. Like when I think back to a lot of the shit that happened amongst teachers, like random one-off conversations you would hear, like, I remember, and I think it was some show or cartoon think about how we couldn't go to the teacher's lounge, right? And that was always the goal, like to be able to get into the teacher's lounge to see what the fuck they was doing. And you go and you like, this is it? But I remember it being a cartoon, like somebody, you press a button and it turned into this grade A, like super lounge.
Probably Recess.
I think it was Recess. I think it was Recess. And so, like Quinta having a staff and on, like a staff of writers, and everybody is, you pull certain stuff from social media, but people are really talking about real life experiences
and actually are trained writers.
And trained writers. like I always wanted to write a show based on my experience working in retail selling shoes. Like it was centered around a girl who started working there, like kind of fresh out of high school, kind of similar story, like, dream goals, but you develop this family, but in the midst of developing like this family, all this chaotic shit is happening to you at this store. Like I literally was telling somebody the other day, I remember probably like my second or third night working at Baker's.
I'm about to say this about bakers.
No, y'all, like this little girl shitted on our floor, and it was her mama's fault because the girl told the mama that she had to go to the bathroom, and it was like such a chaotic experience. But looking back, I was like, that shit is hilarious. Like it's so much. It's so when you have a creative mindset, you can make something out of nothing. Mm-hmm. Like everything is like a story, and I'm pretty sure that's how everybody minds.
And another key part of that is don't be afraid to get somebody to help you flesh that shit out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it might be a good idea in theory. You like, yeah, I'm gonna write this down, but like it's not your background. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have, like you said, having a team around you. It ain't just like Quinta might have come up with the idea, but she got a whole solid team around her.
Yep.
And they polished it up and they produced it to ABC. And here you are.
Well, she probably had to do some pilot scripts too.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you had help. You had help. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. Like, every idea, every thought you had, everything you going through, like everything ain't made to be.
And I think what happens too,
made into that.
Is and having friends that write, having friends that are staffed on shows. I think what happens a lot of times is, especially when you come to LA and all of us are bright-eyed and hungry, and somebody, has promised you something or to take a meeting and then they flake on you, like, you can't let that be the identity of this town. You have to keep pushing and connect yourself with people that really see the vision and that fuck with you heavy. Like, I'm really big in my bag this year is I'm only fucking with people that fuck with me. Like, if you fuddy-duddy, you wishy-washy, nah, like you can't, like I'm not overextending myself.
Hold on, say that fuddy-duddy again.
Fuddy-duddy, wishy-washy. You know what I mean? Because like people, we need solid people, and it's just like,
I mean, you in the city where a lot of shit fake.
A lot of shit is fake, and a lot of people blame it on LA or LA no, but it don't be the natives, man. It be people that come here that adapt this weird, like I was nothing where I was from. And so I'm coming here with this persona. Like, if we see it all the time, but you got to really find your village. I'm a big advocate for finding your village. And why always even big up like Tahir and, Pat and everybody, they figured out, they started out at all deaf, right? Mm-hmm. But then as shit happened and shit shifted, like Kev was tired of them niggas telling him no. So he was like, fuck it, I'm going to produce my own content. I'm going to develop my own app. We going to shoot it. We have our own studio.
No, that's really what you got to do in anything that's creative now, because it's always nice to have some money behind you. You know what I'm saying? But it's to the point, like, especially like with what I'm doing it's like I had to put my own money up for my film, Mm-hmm. And it's just like, how can I expect somebody to invest in me if I don't
invest in myself?
Invest in myself. So
like that's dead ass. Like I literally like before we got on this, I was talking to my sister and her friend and was telling her like, I'm going to the bank tomorrow because I'm gonna open a business account. And so she was like, oh, you might need this, like with your business, you might have to show proof of income, but do you have XYZ? I was like, oh yeah, I got all of that. But even when it comes to my personal business and brand, I have been fronting a lot of money, and I was like, I need a business credit card. I need to not like be able to really differentiate and separate the two, because this year I would love to try to bank as close to 6 figures, as possible. And if I'm not, and if I don't hit it, I'm not gonna feel defeated. But it's the point that
you're still bossing up,
trying. I have this stuff in order. So like when it comes to my books, my taxes and all of that, like I have all of that in order. But being able, when you have a different vision from like the day in, the day out, shit becomes mundane and redundant. And you just like, this is my job gave me a fucking blanket and a candle for my bonus. Yo, I was banking on that bonus for real, like to buy materials. And I was like, okay, cool. I see where we're going.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
we're doing this again.
But
Okay.
some of these jobs done got out of hand.
That's because y'all fucking got robbed.
It ain't even that. Yo, after that
I'm
shit, bro.
just giving you shit.
No. The CEO comes on, like, since it's this Happy New Year, blah, 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 tells us how much we grossed and increased.
And then they was like, nah.
We gonna keep all that.
Them bonuses y'all like? Nah, fam.
Nah. But also recognizing, he's like, I know they're saying that like a recession is coming. No, it's here. And then you also acknowledge inflation. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't even gonna be mad, if they would have said we're gonna give y'all all raises or something. Like I could say, okay, because I'll eventually, you'll see that and it hits different. My shit on zero anyway. I always have to pay taxes, but it's like whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just, and I was pissed because my check was short. They didn't put all my holiday pay and shit on there. So I'm like, I am tired. And I just want to be able to live my life the way I want to, be able to travel the way I want to, and that's it. Like, that's that's why I was telling people, I was like, for the past couple of years, like, it's felt shaky coming into the new year. And I also realized we are still in the dead smack of winter where things are still just cold and miserable anyway. But there was a different air when the ball dropped, which I did not see it because I was asleep. When I woke up,
you old now, man. We old and shit. We gotta take 3-4 power naps.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was knocked out. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think I was gonna make it either. Cause like 6, 7 start rolling around. I was like,
you hit that.
Yeah. And we met over to go over this nigga. We was blinking over this nigga house. They didn't provide it. The space, they went and got food. We was responsible. The people that was coming over was responsible for liquor. Okay. But yeah, 6, 7 start rolling around. I'm like, ooh.
And I ain't had a nap today. Speaking of naps, Phil.
Yeah, that too. Because we went hooping early in the day and shit. And I got home and like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. And never took that nap. So like 5, 6 rolled around. I was like, shit, I don't think I'm gonna make it to midnight. I made it though. I made it though. And then right around like 1:30, niggas was like, all right.
Yeah.
Time to go home.
The way I was knocked out on that couch and I woke up, it was 12:08. And I was like, all right, let me go get in my bed. Like, I ain't even send no text to nobody. I went and got comfortably in my bed and it felt good. But then the next day, I was on Twitter and fucking Miley Cyrus, New Year's party was lit. And I'm mad. I missed that in real time. I was like, okay, I'm watching Miley shit next year. Cause she brought out Dolly Parton. She had Sia. They had fucking Paris Hilton sing Stars Are Blind. And I know it's a terrible song, but it's a lot of fun.
She streamed it?
Yeah, it was on TV.
Niggas was not watching TV.
We weren't
like
watching.
Ray Sherman apparently was at her party
and listening to every Drake song ever made.
Yeah, niggas was drinking.
I can't even see. Look,
I wasn't responsible for the playlist.
I can't see it. I said, Phil, you can't see me, but I turned my head to where
nigga got the tripping. Nigga, the spades table came out. The rotel was rotelling. The chicken was chickening. The liquor was liquoring.
Niggas shot a few guns
had
outside.
The guns with them. You know what I'm saying? So like, niggas was feeling good.
My classmate got a bullet came through their wall and he got shot in the foot.
Who?
One of my old classmates from his name Alan Perkins. And so I was like, what the hell? But then like another friend,
his year finna be fucked.
That nigga said it. I didn't say shit. I ain't say, bro, shoot your guns into the ground.
Like, bro, no, or how about just get some fucking fireworks? Like this happens every year. And
niggas want to be thugs real quick.
Yeah.
Like
Fireworks.
it is weird and bizarre, and it's just like it's giving like
it's giving Call of Duty.
It's giving ghetto.
It's giving Call of Duty.
It's like Marcy Lee said, now what goes up must come down.
Which is why you shoot the shit into the ground.
Yeah, shoot it in the ground, man.
Shoot it in the ground. We're totally against shooting the shit in the air because
and then another
like the old saying, bullets don't have no name, so shoot that shit into the earth, bro.
Like, listen, yo, like speaking of that, like that's what happened to Boogie B. Like that was a stray bullet. They said that hit him, and he had just came home from LA, and now he gone. Yeah. And so it's like, when are we not getting deep today? But anyway,
do better, niggas.
Do better.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Do better, bro. Be responsible. I'm like,
y'all don't have dreams.
It's cool. It's okay, and like, it's cool to be responsible, nigga.
Like
at your big age. Your big ass age. It's cool to be responsible.
Like, the bitch is just trying to get on a PJ to like San Tropez and like lay the fuck out. Like what?
Yeah, I'll be there one day.
It's so annoying.
For sure.
I know I'm bougie as fuck. Somebody said something to me, and I was like, sometimes, I know I could come out probably, like some of the things that I say could be snobbish or like stuck up. I was like, that's what the fuck I am. Like this.
At least you know.
I deserve. I deserve.
Facts. Yeah. So, with Christmas passing or whatever, did y'all? Like I just got money and gift cards this year. I'm getting to the point now where and cologne because a nigga be smelling good out here. You feel me? What did y'all get? And what was y'all favorite gift that y'all got growing up?
Phil, you want to go first?
I mean, my shit, son. I ain't get shit for real. Like I got, I got some. You know what I'm saying? I got some money. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is more of a giving year for me. Like, which was I don't mind. But making sure that my family was straight and everything. And so the thing was, like, I know the whole thing, like with my mom, her account got compromised like 3 weeks before Christmas. And they hit her for like $1,400. So all she was complaining about, like, that was my money for Christmas presents. And then I was just like, yo,
you gonna get it back.
Well, that's that. But you know what I'm saying? But I told her, I'm like, dog, you owe. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about you giving out no Christmas presents. Like, damn. Like I had told her that like 3 times. I'm like, dog, you've been giving out Christmas presents to all these people for like 30 years. Like, if they don't understand that, like, it's fucked up this year because of something that was basically out of your control. Like, fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was on. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then she told me, like, after Christmas, like, she rounded up like $600-700. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knew the situation and they were just like, yeah, they whopped her out.
Oh, they gave back.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm gonna give you guys presents once they give me my $40. I'm like, dog, fuck that. Yeah. Like, don't even worry. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. You've been giving out presents for 35 years. And you missed one Christmas, like, because of some shit out of your control. Like, chill out, man. I'm like, on top of that, half these niggas got them stimulus checks like a couple years ago. They knew shit was cool. They knew shit was sweet. So, but like, yeah, like I said, this was a giving Christmas. So, like, I got some money here, and then I always get hella gift cards and stuff. So, I did that. You said what was my favorite gift growing
up that you got growing up?
Shit.
So mine was I posted about this. One of mine was the Talk Boy from Home Alone 2.
Oh,
I posted about this. It's probably the reason why I have a podcast now, subconsciously or whatever. But I mean, if your young ass ain't seen Home Alone 2, go watch that.
Get out of this podcast.
Yeah, go watch that shit. I think it's on Disney Plus. But in the movie, he had this, it was called a Talk Boy, and he would go around recording his family saying crazy shit, and he would talk shit about his family into it or whatever and stuff like that. So like they made a real fucking Talk Boy in real life,
Yeah.
And I broke like 3 of them shits. But because I kept fucking up the tape. I kept fucking up tapes or whatever. But I used to like do all type of crazy shit, record all type of crazy shit into them or whatever. And look at me now.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I was like, damn, that brought back good memories. So probably my favorite one was the Talk Boy for sure.
You can okay, I know what mine is. When I completed the Megazord for Power Rangers.
So when you got all the pieces.
Yeah, I got all the pieces.
Yeah.
I think I got the last like 2 pieces on Christmas. I was like, yeah, we in there, boy.
Dang.
Big ass kid. Yeah, I feel it though. I feel it though. Especially because that the one, like there was one that was like a miniature one, which was the cheaper version, which is the one I had.
No.
But there was another one that like, you had to combine all them motherfuckers.
Wow.
And that was expensive as shit.
That makes me think of the toys, the toy or the movie or the shows that we love or the toys that we love when they talk about the journey of Power Rangers and how much like a lot of the movies and stuff, like especially if it was marketed toward kids.
It was a cash grab.
Yeah, it was a cash grab. And I was just like, it's like if they can't sell like action figures or toys with it, like
it's
it
still like that now.
It's still like that, but I was just like, you just never really think about what really goes into it because we just think that okay, the studio, like okay, they're doing this, okay, because this has to exist with this. So you just think of it as like a couple,
like a tie-in.
When they started really unpacking.
Yeah, no, the toys are gonna make the kids are gonna want the toys, and you're gonna spend the money. The parents are gonna spend the money on the toys. They also gonna spend the money to go see the movies and all the other merch and shit like that. But basically, you're getting in your parents' pocket through the kids.
Yeah,
that's essentially what it is.
Yeah,
that's all what it was. And that I think you're talking about that show that's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I would say this year I really didn't get anything because it's funny because my mom was like, "Oh, Zelle Dominique like a couple $100, right?" But then I had to turn around and give it back because we bought her a fucking like was giving her money to. She wanted allegedly. I'll believe it once this gets installed in her car, an auto start.
That would have been good like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm like,
it was gold as fuck.
I will, but then so and how she said it was like she researched the information, but I should have known my mama wasn't doing any of that. Like, yo, y'all could call. I'm like, bro, like
she wasn't gonna go take it to get installed.
I'm like, nobody's doing that. Like, whatever. So I technically. I did, but then I had to give it back because that was so.
Hey, it'd be like that. I ain't even mad at you. It'd be like that. It'd be like that where you like, damn, like I had one Christmas like that where it's like my mom dropped like $250 on me, which was a surprise. She usually only dropped like 150, and I fucked around and bought her that little robot shit the
vacuum.
Yeah, the vacuum robot shit. And that shit was like $400-$500. I was like, you know what? I ain't even mad. I was just like, damn. I just feel like I got like $250 back. I'm like, I guess it's about the gift.
But I would say
use it.
That's. I'm just kind of in the space. James and I talked about this. Like how when it comes to gifts now, like for real, it's just about gift cards for real because you just want to be able to kind of get things that you want. And every time we get our mom something that she requests, she never uses it. Like she asks us to get her like the kind of like how the guys like in the sports they'll use like the leg massagers and stuff. That put them.
Shit, I'll take that motherfucker.
I was like, girl. Heaven. So I'm like
the little calf leg, like she got the sleeves that you put over your legs, or just like the thing.
We got her those. She did not use them,
bruh.
She was like that's not doing what I thought it was gonna do. And I was
so she just be seeing shit and be like, I want it.
I said, but mom, you also have to tell people that because then when we gift you stuff, we can take it back. And then you either give you the money or send you something else. So it's like,
shit, you better than me. I tell my mom, no, I don't give a fuck.
Like, so she just has stuff. So God bless her heart. But I would say, best Christmas gift that I probably have gotten is likely Barbie related. Outside when we got a Sega, we got a Super Nintendo. We love that Super Nintendo. And anything Barbie. Like Barbie.
What was your favorite Super Nintendo game?
Oh, anything Mario, like Mario World. Like we had, so ours came with, I think ours did it come with 2 games, but I know it came with Mario World. Y'all, we got to the end where we was beating Bowser ass. Our game cut off. And it erased everything. We still don't know what happened, and we cried. And our mama was so confused, but we cried. But
I never understood the video game, whatever.
Yeah, so
like, my mom still be like, "You ain't grown out of video games yet." I'm like, "No, this is life." Like,
that's like one piece of my childhood that I refuse to let go.
Video games.
Yeah, I'm never.
Yeah, I
never.
I outgrew it, but every now and again, I'll give somebody some hands in some Street Fighter. Like I will go to town and yeah, but I would say anything Barbie. And I remember there was this Barbie like dream house, but it kind of looked like this Victorian home, and it had an elevator in it.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, and so it worked.
Them shits weren't cheap.
Okay, I'm about to tell you the story real quick. So I ended up getting it for Christmas. And so what happened was my mom was going to buy it. This is when Kmart was popping. Kmart used to have these things where if you was like the 100th shopper or something, you would get your stuff free. And my cousin Levada she was with my mom, and she was the 100th shopper, and so I was able to get that house. They didn't have to pay for it.
Oh shit!
So that was really dope. But the one gift that I wanted, and we were pretty solid with getting like whatever Barbie stuff we wanted, because I deserve a job at Mattel. And my sister, I've applied for jobs at Mattel. My sister has applied for jobs designing homes. Like, we love Barbie, like even to this day.
So you excited about this Barbie movie that's coming out?
I'm hella excited, but yet very nervous. I am very nervous.
Because it look like it can be some bullshit potentially.
It could go either way. And I'm more so nervous about Issa, because I feel like when you like probably the main Black person.
Is she the Black Barbie? Is she supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm getting. I don't know, because they've been very tight. It's okay. Also, and what Phil is saying too, there has been a lot of like directors, like the original lead had dropped out. Like, so it's been like this whole thing with this movie. So it makes me nervous.
Yeah, you see a lot of like writers and directors dropping. That's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. So so I'm nervous more so for Issa. I'm not even gonna hold you, because it could go really good, it could go really bad. But I love Barbie. Barbie is my life, and I still don't understand why I did not get the Barbie minivan for Christmas. So yeah, we had a camper, we had a nightclub, we had a tiki hut, I had jet skis.
Had all the property.
I had all the shit. I had the Barbie. It was a red Mustang, and it was stretched and become a 4-seater. Like, and we used to take the seats out and put my little sister in there. So yeah, I'm a Barbie fanatic.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna. It's hella funny you said something about the Barbie movie. I'm definitely gonna go see a Super Mario movie when it come out.
I'm so excited for Super Mario World to open up at Universal. I'm gonna get a season pass.
Some other shit. Yeah, you out there with the. You got every goddamn thing out there.
She out there living life, bro.
Jesus Christ! All right, man. So, as we all know, Drake at one point in time believed that he was gonna be engaged 42 times. And he created a necklace that like symbolized him being in love and thinking about it, proposing 42 times. Before we get out of here, I just wanted to ask, have y'all well, it would definitely fulfill, have you ever thought about proposing? And Dominique, have you been proposed to multiple
Niggas
times?
always want to marry me. Phil?
Have I thought about like proposing to somebody, or what proposal would I have?
Oh, proposing to somebody. And have you thought about it more than once?
No.
Really?
I mean, I'm
Phil,
not
like,
gonna
you're in a
say
relationship now?
okay. I'm not gonna say no, but it's not to the thing where it's like, yo, I'm planning this out. Like, it's on some
Well,
shit.
we know
like
that nigga is not like, it's more so like in the heat of the moment for that nigga because he's 42 times. That's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah, that's
So,
like I have like, as far as like proposal, it's like obviously you gotta think of the other person's like personality as from a man's point of view. So it's like some women like private proposals and some women might like a public one. So if I want, if it's like some public type stuff, then it's gonna be on some like me. I'm gonna just do it on your birthday. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
want to do it on my birthday.
why? Like
I've seen a lot of women that don't do it on a date of significance. Like, don't
a
do
proposal.
Don't do it on birthdays.
I think just give me like
a separate day.
Yeah,
so you want a private proposal then, right?
I want something that's kind of, I don't mind it being like public, like if you call my family or something.
So you want a okay. So if it's
I just don't want it on my birthday.
So if it's a private proposal, then yeah, no, it's not. You don't have to do it on your birthday. But if it's like some public stuff, like you can get everybody gathered, like, yeah, I'm throwing you a birthday party type deal, type shit, and then like get everybody there, and then be like, you know what I'm saying, like hit it there. But if you want a private one, there's no holds bar on that. You don't have to do it on a birthday. Like you can just plan a trip or whatever.
I'm an Aquarius. My birthday needs to be about me, not about us.
Because you already damn near sharing your birthday with goddamn Valentine's Day, huh?
I'm already at that. Yes. So yeah, and that depends on where you fall in the spectrum, but you must know me well enough to know that I am a February Aquarius, and it's the 12th, so you know that.
Yeah,
I'm honored.
I've had a bout with an Aquarius before.
So yeah, so you know, like
I already know, like, no, I need a gift for Valentine's Day, a gift on I need everything separate.
Yeah, I mean, for real, and honestly, I'm not like, oh, you got to give me a Valentine's Day gift. I ain't that person. I'm like, well, can we at least hang out? Like, can we go eat? Can we order a pizza or something?
You need a separate experice for both.
Like
I already know, man. I already know. I like I said, I done been down that road.
Yeah, so
I already know.
Oh, when your birthday, Phil?
October the 7th.
So ultimately your partner in life is supposed to be an Aquarius. So what happened where you and that Aquarius didn't work out? What did you do?
The devil is a lie. The fuck.
So what'd you do?
What did I? So it was something I did?
Yeah, because you're a Libra. Y'all do a lot of y'all do a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's inherently but
I don't think I really did nothing all that bad. Like I think it was just like I think it was like we had two different goals in life. You know what I'm saying? Or I guess her goal for what she wanted to do wasn't in the timing that I wanted to do my stuff. So it's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna make my move over here. You make your move, and then it just is what it is.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but
I could see the timing and how things were moving. That's happened to me. I'm supposed to technically end up with a Libra, but I date an Aquarius. So, yeah. You made a big face. You big eyes, James. Like
that fucking meme of old boy from Monster Inc. Shit.
Yeah. I pray a lot.
I mean, like my soiree with Aquarius wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad at all, actually.
I think what happens a lot of times, like I will say, we're not for the faint of heart but like Phil being an air sign, we enjoy certain levels of space.
Yeah.
And so people take that as us being disconnected or uninterested. When
Y'all can disconnect like a motherfucker.
But it's really us retreating.
The shit, because the shit I experienced, it shouldn't have been a disconnection over that, but it happened, and I'm just like.
But you know what? She probably had some other underlying, like, shit that could have potentially happened. But
she did. It was a lot of stuff going on, and I just so happened to be like.
Get caught in the middle. What happens when Aquarius is like, when we find people like our tribe, we find people that we really fuck with, like we fuck with them heavy, and loyalty is like really, really big for us. And for me, like when I like somebody, it's like almost kind of on a. I feel like I'm psychotic a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know, but I'm honestly, if it's somebody that I got my eye on, I might go the extra mile, position myself out. I'm like, oh, this nigga gonna see me, and then the rest is history. But I will say that we really like, if we fuck with you, like we fuck with you heavy. So if you disappoint us, just know, like, all the trust is gone. Like we will probably like be.
But life is full of disappointment. So a small disappointment, you just like, oh no!
I didn't think I was going to get this from you.
No, I think
that just triggered the fuck out of me.
No, I'm trying to clearly. I think part of the disappointment is because we trusted you. We're not easily like we are kind of this cold, standoffish a little bit. And so when we really warm up to people, and this is air signs, I'm gonna say pretty much in general, and we let you in and something happens, especially if you do something that we've told you we've experienced and it made us feel a type of way, and you do it to us, it's like really fucked up. And so we will, as we should, push you out, and that just be it. But like for me, I feel like sometimes I'm disappointed in myself. Especially like if I was like, something could have potentially happened in the past where you were like, I don't know, or whatever, and you still was like proceeded to pass go, and then something crazy, you kind of mad at yourself. So that's all.
I can understand that.
I guess
I can understand that.
Motherfuckers make mistakes every day. Now, if their behavior don't change, that's one thing. But if it's
but how many times? How many times are we gonna be like, yeah, like how many times I gotta tell you before it's like, yo, this not cool.
I don't fall on the side of like you get like multiple chances. Like I'm talking about like, oh, this is the first time. Oh, let's talk about
No, not the first. It's like, okay.
That's a new variable. Okay. And then you go from there.
But then when it says, because people, you have to remember, like, we're creatures of habit.
Motherfuckers get spooked.
And so
that's what it is. Motherfuckers get spooked and be like, oh shit. Like,
no, we're all inherent, like, just in general, we're all creatures of habit. Like we do certain things, like you say. So some people like to show up. There's a representative, and then there's their true self. I don't believe in showing up as, like somebody else. Never been my thing. And so when you tell people, and people, there are certain people, cancers, that kind of do things that kind of.
Did you say cancers?
Manipulative, a little bit, where they use certain things and they weaponize it against you. And so it's really, so what happens to us is that we not with that shit. And the way and the level, especially as an Aquarius, the world that I live in, like I deserve so much peace and quiet. And so I'm like, we not going back and forth with you about the bullshit. We're really not. And so air signs, for the most part, we walk away.
Yeah.
I know Libras like that, and I know Geminis like that. But I will say that Geminis might be a little more kind of like emotional a little bit, whereas
I see some bullshit. I'm getting up out of there.
A Libra is probably they're gonna be very observant, but what happens sometimes is, like, with the scales, they're a little conflicted, and so y'all be conflicted sometimes. Whereas Aquarius, we like, we leaving, we getting up and we out because it's like, nah, this is weird. And when I see shit, I call it out and I will tell people, I'm like, hey, be careful about this person because something, I don't know what I'm picking up on, but they ain't right. And I'll be right.
You be right every time. You was right every single time.
How did we get here?
She went heavy.
What the fuck? Oh, we talking about engagements. That's right. Like,
yeah, engagement.
We was talking about
I want. Okay, so back on track. I don't mind people being there, but I'm really. I tell them, I'm like, nigga, just you can for real just propose to me, and it could just.
I told you they like everything separate, bro.
Like I'm the one that said do it separately. Like I wouldn't want to do it on fucking Christmas. I wouldn't want to do it on I wouldn't want to do it on my birthday. I'll pick a fucking.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do that shit on my birthday, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's your birthday. That's your birthday.
Yeah.
If you want to do that on your birthday, that's cool. But I'm like, nah, my birthday's cool. About me. I don't want that. Like, because now I gotta be. Oh my god, look, no. I'm like, bitch. I'm trying to twerk. Like, I'm not trying to tell you this ring.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. I feel it.
What if you twerking? What if you twerking at the proposal though?
Huh?
What if you twerking at the proposal though?
I don't want to be twerking at my proposal.
I'm about to say, why would you do it on an occasion where she might be twerking?
I mean, like we was at the club and dude proposed in the middle of a club. Listen, honestly, for real, I'm simple. You can take my ass like
we were at Fahrenheit, fam. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they had
somebody proposed to somebody at Fahrenheit.
Yeah, they was in all white. Yeah, it was like right when it was like right when outside opened back up.
That's right.
I know somebody. I feel like we was at like the Marquee or something, or maybe I don't know if it happened at the Marquee, but I know we ended up at the Marquee. But I feel like it might have happened at the Marquee.
When was this?
Some years ago. I had long blonde hair at the time.
Somebody proposed to somebody at the Marquee?
I think so.
So that's a hard no for you?
That's a hard no for me.
Oh. Okay.
What if you in love?
I'm in love, but I don't want to be proposed.
Do it at another time. Like be more specific.
What if they hide the ring in the chicken plate?
Be okay, even if we woke up and you were like.
But if you like chicken and you like dancing and twerking, why not put all that together into like this is gonna be our life?
Because at the end of the day, I'm like a hopeless romantic, and I want my proposal to be somewhere romantic.
At the end of the day, do it how
you can hide. I already thought through this though. You can hide it in the chicken plate, fam, or you can have like one of the girls bring it out, and the sparklers come in. Then he be like, "Yeah, the sparklers coming. You get the nice picture and stuff, fam. Then you eat some chicken after that, cause that could be wild."
I would honestly be okay, like. If we was walking in Paris and we ended up at the Arc de Triomphe or Eiffel Tower and like we were at the top looking out or something and talking, and you just please pray for me because I got
motion. See, that's the reason why they hate us Americans.
Listen, they hate Americans. No, they don't hate us because of that.
They say we be trashing the Eiffel Tower.
Propose to
like,
propose
okay.
at the
like but anybody, any man that dates me knows that like, oh my one of my goals is to have like an apartment there and to be able to go back and forth quite often. You know what I mean? So like if you propose, like even if we was just at dinner, like I would be okay with that. Or if we was like on vacation somewhere, let's say we was like in Tahiti or Phuket or something, or Mexico, whatever, and we were looking out the beach and he proposed, I would be okay with that.
I got you.
Like,
but that goes back to my point that it's not on a day of significance, though.
Yeah,
it's like us just having a good time, enjoying each other, and like I'm like, oh, this is refreshing. I cannot wake up to this person like every day. Like I feel like the person that I've been spending like. You know my life, and I'm like, I can marry this nigga. Like we talk about kids and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, we share them dog. So I'm like, just don't do it on my birthday. So now I need to be loud and clear and make sure the communication lines are open. I'm like, hey, this came up in conversation today.
Exactly.
When this happens,
don't do it this way.
Please don't.
I do not
day
want to be
for a
twerking, and
holiday.
then you come out with a ring out of nowhere talking about like marry me for life.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
What if the
fake.
twerking is what made him be like that? Clicked right there. It was like, yeah, this is it. This is
Boy,
what
get
I
off
need.
get off this live.
This is it. This how I knew. This how I
No.
knew this was the one right here. Like you see how she was moving. Like, yeah, I could jig with that for forever. Like, see, man. Like, yeah, you just got the wrong outlook on it, man.
I don't have the wrong outlook. I know what I want. It's not like I said, oh, it got to be this size. You got to do this, do that. No, I'm just saying, just don't do it on my birthday or any holiday. Like so many people was like, oh my God, I got engaged on New Year's. I was like, yeah, so did a million other people. Like
okay, but it was your own. No, okay, you're right.
I don't just I would like for real. Like if it was one morning and we was hanging out and we like made breakfast or something, or or you made me breakfast in bed. Even if it was at my house, I would be okay with you. Like,
so what about getting married on like Valentine's Day or?
I don't want to do that.
Or a holiday.
That shit is that's like the same damn thing.
I don't want to do that.
Like, don't get me wrong. Elliot proposed to his wife on New Year's.
Yeah.
So, or New Year's Eve. So, that might have worked for them. My mom got married on her birthday. That might have worked for her. For me, it's just like, for me, I prefer to make a completely separate day. The day of significance. But, I've only thought about that 3 times in my life.
3? That's a lot. We so young.
3 times in my life.
No,
one of them was because old girl's taking me down through there, and I was like, ooh, you got talent. Ooh,
what do you mean? What do you mean, like?
Boy.
So I always used to think it was weird. I think me and Dom got the same like mindset. I always thought it was weird. Like I'll meet a woman like.
Well, two of them, I was in very serious relationships with them.
Right.
No, so we were discussing like building a life together, obviously, or whatever. So that's why I was on the table. The one other time I was talking about that, she was going crazy, nigga, and was making me reconsider everything, dog. It was just like, I can have this for life.
That is, hey, it is what it is, man.
I snapped out of it though, because I knew it was a temporary feeling. It was a great temporary feeling.
That was that shit was like, hey, fam, hey, if this is it.
It was one of those. It's like, why are you doing me like this? Why are you doing me like this? Like, like normally it's the chick that say that. Like, why you fucking me like this? I was like, why are you doing me like this? You going crazy. Fuck.
Oh my God.
I might reconsider.
But you said 3 times is I don't think that's a lot. Not for like if you in your 30s, like because it used to.
But you know me. But like she knows me. So and y'all know me. Like when I'm in a relationship, I'm in a long ass relationship.
Yeah.
Like shit be lasting 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
real.
At that point,
that's
it's
real.
like
That's real. Like
okay.
Yeah. I think honestly. It was only, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, of course you have like puppy love type deals or whatever. I think that's the only time for real, I thought about marriage and where it was a conversation. And then I don't know, like it's so funny because I always think about like how everything could have worked, like, or what would have happened with that person in hindsight. And unfortunately, this person ended up developing like schizophrenia. So it's just like things changed. But I don't know. Like I think even when I dated, like when I was dating CJ, it came up. But then like we talked about it on my podcast, and I was just like, it was like a certain point where I knew that probably wouldn't happen. Just I felt like there was a little more maturity and growth that needed to happen on his end. And I knew that wouldn't happen with us being in a relationship. So I felt comfortable enough like walking away. And I was like, I knew that one day you were going to make somebody else happy. And it's not that you didn't make me happy, but I knew what I needed from a partner, and it was just lacking in those areas. And that was no dig at him. He clearly makes somebody happy. He has a family. So my job is to leave people better than what I found them. And I'm a true firm believer in that.
Give her the hand claps, Jay White. Let's get that. What the hand claps at? Give him the hand claps. Yeah, give her them hand claps.
Amazing.
Give her them hand claps.
Such an adult thing to say.
Yeah, and it's, like the person that I would now, you kind of know like my journey in the past couple of years and the things that have happened and how we've, broken up and gotten back together. This time this nigga said, you working with me this time, I'm so done with your ass. Like, I am
that shit real though.
He's like, I am so done. Because every time we've broken up, like it's been me breaking up with him because he's done. I'm like, you fucking playing with me, bro. And I'm like, I'm not to be played with because I'm pure cocaine. So it's like that's how great I think I am. Like, don't treat me like I'm crack, bro. Like, I'm the real deal.
You actually get a higher high from crack than cocaine.
I don't care, but I'm the purest form of cocaine. Okay,
the designer shit.
So
that designer drug.
So it's like it comes up, but it's still weird because like he's an Aquarius, so there's certain layers, and it's just like you think you got so far, and then it's just like, wow, I have another jigsaw puzzle to solve. And so it's like really like frustrating at times, but then I also see this person trying to make an effort, and really you see like the shift that's happening. And I was just like, okay, this wasn't like this at one point. So he's like trying to make sure this is foreign to him, but he's actually like trying to do the work. Because I tell him, I'm like, yo, like for real, if I call it quits, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm not, it's no, like, I'm changing my number. Like, it's so, yeah, I don't know. So, like, I don't think about it often or anything like with every person that I dated. Like, but I just hate liking people because when I like people, I really like them. It'd be tough. I told y'all I get crazy, so it's not like I don't.
Fucking nuts. No, I'm just
so somebody said, would I ever, on the anonymous question the other day, would I ever leave my like significant other for like a celebrity?
Oh yeah, yes, I did see that.
And I was like, it's for real, only one person. And I probably wouldn't.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Growth.
Probably wouldn't.
Growth. Couldn't say that a year ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't sit over here and lie. You couldn't say that.
Yeah,
but we do agree that 42 engagements is
it's fucking insane.
It's nuts.
That nigga,
like Scorpio, and I don't know who he's trying to fool because none of us believe that. But it's like,
but keep in mind, it's women that he would have wanted to propose to, not that like they like that nigga back. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like she has to also potentially want to marry you. And as we've seen from that nigga's track record, like
he be liking bitches more than they like him.
He's a weirdo. Great music, weirdo behavior.
Yeah.
So but that's not saying a lot because all them niggas is weird.
Yeah.
All of them niggas is weird.
So so you don't think like once you get a certain amount of money, you won't become like the stuff that's weird about you won't kind of become more
weird.
Eccentric.
Not eccentric.
Or you mean like exaggerated?
More amplified. More amplified. That's the word I'm looking for.
But like them niggas exhibit corny behavior even before they got to the levels that they were.
I got you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So no.
Like motherfuckers talk about Diddy, motherfuckers talk about Drake, motherfuckers talk about Meek Mill, they niggas talking about T.I., you talk about all them niggas basically. They all had some type of corny behavior. So
I know that I'm weird. Things that I care about are not necessarily like average thoughts. When I tell you I rest in my Aquarius being fucking weird, like it be certain stuff that happen, or they'll say, "Oh, this character is an Aquarius." I said, "Oh, absolutely." Like I could see that. Like they said, fucking Luke from Emily in Paris. I said, "Yep, he is," because he's fucking weird. Wednesday Addams, fucking weird. Like I'm weird, and so I'm just like, oh, I just got money to go see Aurora Borealis every year. Like I'm gonna see it in different countries. You know, like I'm gonna go to Alaska one year. I might go to.
But that's
Iceland.
like healthy weird. Like I think where it starts getting weird, like what Jay's talking about, is like where it's starting to affect other people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like R. Kelly weird. Them niggas was creeps before.
Yeah. That's like where it started. That's where it started getting like
that's what I'm saying.
Weird.
You were like not like I'm into like geek culture type weird shit or whatever. Like motherfuckers might look at me at the big age about to be 34 here in a few weeks. Nigga, you still playing video games at 34? Motherfuckers might think that's weird, but like, nigga, that is like a safe haven for me. That's a stress reliever for me.
I'm like, everybody
nerd shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, but them niggas weird. Them niggas weird is like I'm finna have 9 baby mama weird type shit, or like.
Listen,
I'm finna be in my daughter's gyno appointment trying to make sure she a virgin weird.
With no real explanation for why you're doing this.
Why are you like that, nigga? Like that's their weird is
and the best
other shit.
Yeah.
So that's what it's completely different. But yeah, anyway, off that weirdo shit. Go ahead and give them your socials. We about to get up out of here. You don't remember your socials?
I was swallowing the damn gummy worm. Okay, sorry. Saint Angelus. That's SaintAngles is my social. I have an amazing podcast called Whiskey Soured, Libations and Conversation, and where we discuss different topics. We just out here trying to have a good time and change people's lives. And I also have an amazing candle line called Saint Angelus, where you can find that on my website at saint-angelus.com.
Yeah.
All right. You know, I'm on the gram. Fill up the deal. Coming to a Tubi screen soon near you. Yeah. You know, probably on YouTube, you know, trying to get my YouTube, you know. So Philip Cornell, look me up, you know. Shit. IMBD coming soon.
Oh yeah, you definitely finna have an IMBD.
Yeah, so there you go.
And I'm me. So you can find me where you find me.
In St. Louis.
And St. Louis. You feel me? But yeah, I appreciate y'all jumping on the podcast as always. And yeah, we'll holler at y'all later. Shout out to 2023. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, y'all. All right, peace.